Hey guys, this week on Segway Magic we are talking all things reality TV and more specifically which reality TV show we would want to be on if we had to be. First things first, Sweeney said in her video on Monday that she couldn't wait to see what cracked out Australian reality TV shows I was going to talk about. From that perspective, this video is going to be massively disappointing. Australia gets a lot of reality TV because it's a really cheap and easy way for the TV stations to fulfill their legal requirement to show at least 55% Australian-made content. But we don't really have any reality shows that are uniquely Australian. There's a tendency to just buy in ideas from overseas and then slap the word Australia somewhere in the title. One of the few that seems to have been more popular here than it was overseas is The Farmer Wants a Wife, and oh my god, I love the crap out of that show. I love that show. That said, I would never actually want to be on The Farmer Wants a Wife, no matter how many times my mother threatens to file an application on my behalf. I watched a ton of reality TV during my later teen years, especially during undergrad. I loved Survivor, like completely obsessed. And I loved American Idol, and I was always really sad that I couldn't vote. And yet when they brought out Australian Idol, I didn't bother watching it, so. I also really loved Rebel Billionaire, this bizarre Richard Branson hybrid of The Apprentice and The Amazing Race. And I'd totally forgotten about it until Sweeney's video on Monday when she mentioned the thing about the two semi-trailers and jumping back and forth between them, because they did a thing like that on Rebel Billionaire, except with hot air balloons. And then the people who didn't get between the two balloons in the allotted amount of time had to walk up on the top of the hot air balloon with Richard Branson and have a tea party. Essentially, Richard Branson is insane, and that show was just... For years and years, my little brother and I were obsessed with The Amazing Race. I always got this odd sense of satisfaction from watching the contestants mangle the names of the places that they had to visit and then Phil coming out and smugly pronouncing it correctly. Like, that was my raison d'etre with The Amazing Race. And I think in part it's because anytime they come to Australia, the place names and trying to pronounce them just knocks them for six. So the first time they came to Australia, they went to Woolloomooloo and Coopapedy in particular, and the contestants turned these into some kind of like Wooloomooloo and Coopapedy type of a thing. So that was highly entertaining for Australians to watch. The second time they came to Australia was far more memorable, and my brother and I still pronounce it this way to this day. The pit stop for that particular leg of the race was at the Mooloolaba Yacht Club, and I think they were either in Brisbane or Maroochydore at that particular point in time, and these poor contestants were running like all over wherever they were, asking people if they knew how to get to the Mooloolaba Yacht Club, and everyone was just like, the what? That was pretty great. I thought at first that my answer to the which reality TV show would I want to be on question was actually going to be The Amazing Race. Because I mean, it looks like a total blast, and plus like free travel. Who turns down free travel? But then I remembered that I get really cranky when I'm tired, I don't drive, and I'm a fussy eater, so I would basically be the worst partner ever on that show. So seeing as The Amazing Race is clearly not a good option for me, I have decided that my answer would be The Great British Bake Off. I would be on The Great British Bake Off for a range of reasons. The first of these is you get to make absolutely amazing baked goods and hone your skills and see all the amazing things that other contestants are making. Secondly, the hosts seem like a total blast and I really want to hang out with them. 3, there's never any of that faux villainy that a lot of reality TV shows seem to do. I am looking at you, My Kitchen Rules Australia. There's never any of that editing to make someone look like they're intentionally sabotaging someone's project or bitching about them behind their back or generally being a backstabbing bastard. There's never any of that on The Great British Bake Off. Everyone is just a really nice, really cool amateur baker. Oh, and 4th, you get to go home during the week and only turn up for filming at the weekends. Genius! Alright, I will see you and your reality TV shows on Friday.